Welcome, and thank you for joining us virtually to celebrate the students and key members of the Personal Financial Planning Program at UC Berkeley Extension. I am Brian Kozel, the 2020 Chair of the Professional Advisory Board, and along with Heather Liston, our Program Director, will be hosting this virtual presentation. During this video, we will highlight a collection of outstanding students and instructors to reflect on their stories, which are part of our larger shared story here at the UC Berkeley Financial Planning Program. To remind ourselves why is it worth it to put forth the energy required to prepare for, teach, and attend classes after long days of work and family responsibility? It is no secret that this is a time of great financial stress, when families and individuals in the Bay Area and beyond would benefit from wise counsel, blending technical and personal skills needed to navigate financial decisions amidst the global health crisis and all of its impacts. It is with this mission, cultivating and developing world-class financial planners, that we proudly move forward as a program. One of our key stakeholders in that mission is our sponsors. Sponsors who generously support our efforts each and every year, and more importantly, who employ and hire our students in meaningful professional roles. We're grateful to these sponsors for all of their past support and look forward to continued partnership in years to come. With that, I will turn it over to Heather Liston for a few additional words of welcome, and then we'll excitedly announce the 2020 award and scholarship recipients.
Thank you, Brian. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us here to honor the accomplishments of yourselves and your peers over this past year. Amid all of our unexpected challenges, the work that you do continues to have great value. I applaud your perseverance and adaptability. I look forward to celebrating with you in person as soon as conditions allow, and now I hope you enjoy this presentation.
Hi, my name is Kurt Karaskia, and I'm going to be presenting the 2020 Outstanding Student. To pick one student, not an easy task. In our program, we are very fortunate to attract the best and the brightest, and this student is no exception. Lots of deserving people. We do have amazing students. This particular student, outstanding academic record, all A's in the program. Inside the classroom, excellent at leading discussion, commanding respect from her peers. Outside the classroom, works at a firm, sought after financial planner, very, very professional. It's with my great pleasure to announce Jen Maniatis as the 2020 Outstanding Student. Congratulations, Jen. Jen is the type of person beyond the program is going to make the university and our program proud for years to come. Wishing you the very best and congratulations. Thank you.
Kurt, thank you so much for that kind intro, and hello everyone. My name is Jennifer Maniotis, and I'm here today to accept the award I've so kindly been presented with. Before I express my thanks, I want to start off by saying that I hope everyone is doing well during these unprecedented and very uncertain times. My heart goes out to anyone affected either directly or indirectly. And next, I want to extend my deepest thanks to the Personal Financial Planning Board. I'm so beyond honored to have been selected as the 2020 Outstanding Student. I've always strived to optimize my time spent in a classroom through my years of schooling by way of interacting with classmates and professors and always asking questions. If you've had me in a class, you know I am not shy if I need further clarification. My experience through Berkeley's program has been nothing short of phenomenal. It has been the perfect environment to actively participate and form many meaningful professional relationships that will absolutely stretch beyond our time spent enrolled in this growing program. As I wrap up my last two classes and look ahead to studying for the CFP exam, I truly look forward to putting everything into practice in my day-to-day role at First Republic as a dedicated planner. To wrap up my spiel, I have a few final thanks to hand out. To Kurt for ridding me of my fear of the complexities of investments, and to Heather for helping me to discover how much I truly do love the inner workings of our tax code. Go figure. Sending my well wishes to all. Thank you again.
Hello, my name is Rich Arzaga and I'm one of the instructors here in the Personal Financial Planning Program. I'm glad to be here to speak about a runner-up to this year's Outstanding Student Award and a credit to our highly regarded group of PFP students. Sarah Sprague Gerber, better known to us as Sarah Sprague until she got married last September, is an accomplished classmate and colleague. Voted this year by instructors as one of the top 3 students in our program, Sarah is remembered as someone who works hard while somehow making this hard work look effortless. Her educational achievements didn't start in the PFP program, nor did they stop here. Sarah graduated from MIT with a degree in chemical engineering and biology. You had us at MIT. Following the PFP program, she feathered her credentials by adding an additional certificate from the extension in project management. During her time in our program, Sarah earned 10 A's and 1 B+. Who is the instructor that gave her the B+? She took more courses than needed to earn her certificate, of course, because she can, effortlessly. When I think of Sarah, other words that come to mind include studious, composed, efficient, and kind. And Sarah, thank you for not beating me up after class like the other students did. Today, Sarah continues to be effortless, working as a senior project manager for Moneyline, while part-time helping young professionals around the country in her role as a paraplanner. She just recently gave back to the program by sharing her story, which is prominently featured on the PFP website. You'll see she loves rock climbing, running, and is signed up for her first Ironman triathlon for later this year. I wonder if she'll break a sweat. Sarah, on behalf of the instructors, congratulations on a job well done and for being a 2020 PFP Student of the Year.
Thank you very much for bestowing this honor on me. I really appreciate it. And I am very excited to share in it with everyone else as well. I have enjoyed my time with UC Berkeley Extension in the Personal Financial Planning Program so much. I've learned so much from my teachers, my classmates, the content, and I use it every day in my firm momentum.
Hello, everyone. Today, it's my pleasure to say a few words about our next recipient, Laura McDowell. Laura holds herself to a very high standard of excellence. In class, she was never satisfied with just knowing the right answer, but always needed to understand the why behind the answer. This gave her the proper context to learn. Laura pushed herself and others around her to excel. She made us all better. In addition to her academic accomplishments, Laura left a solid legacy for our program through her exceptional leadership of the Student Advisory Board. With her co-chair, Laura led one of the most active and productive incarnations of that board, executing new events like the now annual Test Preparation Company panel discussion and the Speed Mentoring Evening. Laura and her exceptional work ethic and dedication to excellence made us all better. Laura, I want to congratulate you. You made me a better teacher. Hopefully you learned as much from me as I learned from you. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best.
I am truly honored to be a finalist for the Outstanding Student Award and feel humbled by the recognition. The caliber of talented, hardworking, and dedicated classmates I attended this program with is truly inspiring. I am proud of each and every one of us for putting in the hard work needed to get the most out of the UC Berkeley Extension Personal Financial Planning Program. It takes a lot of dedicated and passionate people to run a program like this, including ones behind the scenes, like those on the advisory board. Thank you for all you do for this program. I also want to personally thank all the dedicated instructors that spend countless hours helping to prepare us to continue their legacy and others as financial planning professionals, helping our communities with their own financial journeys. I hope all of you involved in this program know how valued and appreciated your efforts are and the time you spend making this program in our community support what it is. It doesn't go unnoticed. I can honestly say that your dedication to all of us inspired me to work even harder to get the most out of each and every class. Thanks for inspiring the best in all of us. Hope everyone stays healthy and safe this summer, and thank you for this honor.
One of my favorite parts of the awards ceremony each year is the scholarships. It's a reminder about how bright the future of our profession is, as well as how diverse the backgrounds of our planners are. This year, I'm excited to announce that our 2020 Professional Advisory Board Scholarship winner is Patricia Johnson. Patricia came to financial planning through a cause near and dear to my own heart, financial literacy education. Patricia founded a nonprofit called Game Theory Academy, which taught strategic decision-making and financial skills to low-income and at-risk teens in the Bay Area. In this pursuit, she demonstrated many values that are aligned with our program at UC. A dedication to teamwork and collaboration, expert instruction, service to diverse communities, and an enthusiasm that was contagious around the benefit and power of financial planning. When Patricia began her formal path towards becoming a financial advisor, I was excited to see it come through the PFP program, and we as a board are excited to support her in that mission. So once again, please join me in congratulating Patricia Johnson, the 2020 UC Advisory Board Scholarship winner.
Hello, everybody. My name is Patricia Johnson. I am the lucky scholarship awardee for this year's scholarship in personal financial planning at UC Extension. I just want to thank everybody involved for supporting my continuation of the program through this really difficult year, difficult for everybody. And most of all, I want to thank everybody in the program for their total enthusiasm for this profession. One of the things I've noticed about financial planning is that financial planners love their jobs. It's so exciting to be entering this profession knowing that. And the other thing I've learned is financial planners love to help. They are in the helping profession and they help their clients and they also help each other tremendously. So I feel really honored to be joining this profession, and I hope once I have my own practice established that I can work with some of you to create a special financial planning program for teachers. I started a financial education program 10 years ago that has been incredibly meaningful to me, and I've long felt that the biggest barrier to getting financial education in the schools is teachers' own financial education. And if we created a financial planning program for teachers, priced for teachers, we could impact not just them, but all the students they teach throughout their careers. So thank you for your support. I look forward to working with all of you on this path, and stay healthy, stay strong, and take care. Bye.
Hello, my name is Craig Kirkpatrick, Advisory Board Member of the Personal Financial Planning Program, UC Berkeley Extension, and co-founder of Orinda Asset Management. On behalf of the Advisory Board, very pleased to be announcing the winner of the Paul Embry Scholarship this year. You know, a few years back, as the Advisory Board, we wanted to find a way to honor Paul Embry, who was the director of the program, who was very supportive in the community of the financial planning literacy with the students, with the teachers, and with the advisory board. So we named this scholarship on his behalf. And before I announce the winner, I just want to thank all the applicants who sent the information in to apply for the scholarship. So many worthy applications to review. However, there was one in particular that stood out to us as a group on a number of levels, both from just her interest in financial planning, her commitment to give back to the community, and just her story. You know, as an early child, she was navigating the foster care system in the Bay Area. She's first in her family to ever go to college and went to UCLA. She's also very first in her family to be interested in becoming a financial planner. And her commitment to want to learn and give back to the community on financial planning was just quite impressive. So it's with that, we've decided to name the Paul Embry Scholarship winner for 2020 to be Adrienne Morris. Adrienne, congratulations. Adrienne, I hope you can hear the applause there, because we're just so pleased on behalf of the advisory board and the program to offer you this scholarship. You embody what the next generation of financial planners look like. And again, your commitment to give back to the community, it's just a real honor to have you part of our program. We're very pleased to be offering you this Paul Embry Scholarship. So if I can give you a advisory board high five and shake your hand during this shelter in place time, I just want to thank you and say congratulations.
I'm so excited to have received the Paul Embry Scholarship to continue my CFP courses. I'm so excited for this journey that I'm on, and I'm so grateful to everyone that continues to encourage me and uplift me as I continue my education and to work towards achievements in this field. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing more professors in my classes and learning so much more information.
The Golden Bear Award is given each year to an individual who goes above and beyond in their contributions to the UC PFP program. A quick look at past winners, including Tim Kochis, Gordon Dunn, Kurt Karaskia, Paul Emery, Valerie Dow, quickly lets you know that this is a remarkable group to be a part of. Founders and stewards of our program, whose shoulders we all stand on or have the privilege of standing next to as we continue to guide a UC caliber financial planning education. This year, 2020, a year of major disruption and Herculean efforts to convert the entire program to virtual delivery, we are excited to award the Golden Bear Award to none other than our very own Heather Liston. Heather came to the UC program as an instructor, and then in 2018 as our incoming program director. And the major changes of this year have been made easier by the organization, accountability, and overall structure and enthusiasm she has brought to the program over the past couple of years. In all fairness, and a bit selfishly, I will say that my own job has been made easier by having the excellent leadership of Heather in the program director role. Beyond that, I take great confidence in knowing that our program director is a CFP herself, who knows the challenges of sitting across from a client, engaging in financial decision-making, and navigating the complexities of the tax code. Both inside of the classroom and out, I have a lot of faith in the future of our program with Heather at the helm. So once again, please join me in congratulating the 2020 Golden Bear Award winner, Heather Liston.
Thank you very much. My involvement in the UC Berkeley Extension program in personal financial planning has been life-changing from the day I started my first course as a student back in early 2008. It is a privilege now to work with every one of you, the instructors, students, administrators, sponsors, and friends who make sure we continue to transform lives for others every day. I'm thrilled to accept this honor and to join the distinguished list of those who've won it previously. And I take it as a challenge to continue making the mission of personal financial planning and the good it can do for so many a central part of what I do every day. I thank you very much for this considerable honor. All of our instructors are industry leaders who serve clients all day and then share their time and expertise with our students in the evenings. It is a substantial commitment in the best of times. This year, we asked more of them than ever before, and they rose to the challenge. In keeping with everything else about 2020 that is unprecedented, this year we honor all of our instructors for their excellence, resilience, professionalism, and generosity. I want to name their names. If you don't know Kurt Karaskia yet, I'm pretty sure somebody has told you you should. His investments course, which he's taught since 1997, is a highlight of our program for nearly everyone. Kurt is the only instructor who has won the Tim Coaches Award for Teaching Excellence twice, and he's the only one who has also won the Golden Bear Award. Catherine Bradford is the 2012 recipient of the Teaching Excellence Award, and she's been with us since 2009. She teaches both the capstone and the survey of financial planning. The 2016 recipient of the Teaching Excellence Award, Martin Brook, has been with UC Berkeley Extension since 2001, teaching many different courses. Although he's mostly retired now, we are delighted that he comes back a few times a year to teach the one-day Mathematics and Financial Calculator course. This year, he had a large turnout and he got excellent reviews on his quick adaptation to virtual teaching. In 2008, Rich Arzaga was the second person ever to win the Teaching Excellence Award. He has long experience in both insurance and real estate investments, and he will be teaching both for us this fall over Zoom. Richard Lehman has been with us since 2004, winning recognition for teaching excellence in 2018. He teaches our behavioral economics course, both online and in the classroom. David Winkler won the Teaching Excellence Award in 2017. He taught insurance for 4 years before deciding to take a well-earned break after the summer of 2019. Michael Fontanello, a CPA, began teaching income tax for extension in 1995. And though he hasn't done it every year, he returned this spring with no idea of the surprise in store. He is continuing to work very hard to learn all the secrets of Zoom. As many people know, Tim Coaches was a founder of this program back in the early 80s. Tim had not taught for years, though, when I persuaded him to design a new course for us last summer. He named it Stock Compensation and the Management of Concentration Risks and Opportunities. And I can report, as a student, that the first round was a great success. He recently offered it a second time under, of course, entirely new conditions. Last year, we honored Daniel Lee with the Teaching Excellence Award, and he has absolutely not rested on that laurel. In this past year, Daniel has taught multiple sections of both the survey course and the employment benefits and retirement planning. He has also worked on updating the online version of the survey course. He's served as an active member of the advisory board, and he's mentored several new instructors. Margaret Piratini finished our program in 2018. By 2019, she was an assistant instructor, helping with Daniel's Survey of Financial Planning course. And now we're in the summer of 2020, and Margaret is already deep into her second section of the survey course as an instructor. And I'm already sending new instructors to observe her in action. John Mullen joined us in 2018, and he's already a veteran of 2 very different courses. John taught 2 sections of estate planning, and he had just begun his first capstone when the pandemic hit and he had to adjust to virtual class meetings in the middle. The kind of flexibility John and all the rest of you exhibited is what makes it possible for the PFP to thrive no matter what. Gregory Crofton had a thriving tax practice for years before he came to Berkeley to add the CFP credential to his name. As soon as he finished the program with an outstanding student finalist certificate, we recruited him to teach our course in taxation of corporations and other flow-through entities. Andrew Kibbe is an active real estate investor, and he came highly recommended by our longtime real estate investments instructor, Rich Arzaga. Andrew was the last new instructor who got to teach live in the classroom, and he brought energy, professionalism, and humor to the job his first time out. Michael J. Lewis co-taught the first section of the stock compensation course, and he did an excellent job. The door is open to Michael when he's ready to teach more, whether those doors are virtual or physical. When Michael Hansen approached me about his interest in teaching, I asked him what he wanted to teach, and he said, everything. Michael's level of enthusiasm for his work, his clients, the CFP credential, and the chance to always keep learning reminded me of our students. He stepped up where we needed him most in the spring of 2019, which was insurance. I sought out Stuart Bronstein because I knew he was a popular lecturer at the FPA's annual Financial Planning Day. Stu has a solo practice as an estate planning attorney in San Francisco, and I'm grateful that he's now sharing his talents with our community in his second section of our estate planning course. Walter Reinsdorf has been a financial advisor for more than 30 years and was looking for a way to give back to the financial planning community when he found us. He agreed to lead our retirement income planning elective this summer, which is a special challenge because there's no textbook, no pre-prepared slides, and the class attracts a broader than usual range of students. And then sometime in the middle of his preparations to teach for the first time, everything changed. Many, many thanks to every one of you for your adaptability, your resilience, your professionalism, and your ongoing generosity. The work you do is enormous, but so is the impact it has on so many lives.
As I wrap us up right now, I again want to take a moment to thank the entire UC Berkeley financial planning community. Those students and scholarship winners who were honored tonight, all the students who attended classes after long days of work, all the instructors who prepared so diligently and navigated the transitions this year held, the sponsors and larger financial planning community who hire our students into meaningful roles to help real people and families. Thank you all. This event celebrates your contributions and efforts and provides a moment to pause and reflect before we again move forward, because there's indeed a lot more work to be done. So thank you on behalf of everyone at the UC Berkeley PFP program, and thank you for participating and joining us as we recognize the 2020 award and scholarship recipients.